At New Canaan High School, senior Janelle Girardi just seems like your typical student, balancing school, sports, and college applications. But outside of school, she spends over 100 hours of her free time focusing on something much bigger than herself. Janelle started an organization called FROG, which stands for Food Right Out of the Ground, in order to earn her Girl Scout Gold Award.
FROG is a volunteer-run program that collects extra unwanted produce from private gardens around New Canaan and delivers it to the New Canaan Food Pantry. The clients of the food pantry receive mostly just canned foods and with some vegetables from the St. Mark's Gospel Garden, but that alone isn't enough for the 100 plus families that depend on the New Canaan Food Pantry. This is why I've reached out to citizens of New Canaan and the farmers market to donate some of their produce that they don't need.
It is commonly known that the Girl Scout Gold Award is not easily achieved, and it is rare to come by a girl dedicated enough to accomplish it. According to Brian Holstein, Janelle's project advisor and director of St. Mark's Gospel Garden at the New Canaan Food Pantry, Janelle is that girl.
Now, she's the kind of person that once she's got a plan, she gets going and does it. So she checks in with me from time to time, lets me know what's going on. I mean, as part of it, when she got started, we talked the project over, and she said, well, let me put together a little plan.
In order to find New Canaan gardeners willing to donate fresh produce, Janelle sent emails to everyone she knew.
Sent out, as I say, somewhere around 500 emails. She got responses and ended up with, well, she'll tell you, but I think it's something like 10 or 12 private gardens here in town who volunteered to share their extra produce. That's how it started. Well, on her own, she went over to talk to the people over at the farmers market, and that really started things up. So she's been showing up regularly now with 200-300 pounds of fresh vegetables. So it's really been very productive.
For her Silver Award, she built compost bins and installed a solar-powered computer with a map to keep track of the produce growing in the garden at St. Mark's. When trying to choose an organization to work with on her Girl Scout Gold Award, Janelle immediately knew that the food pantry was the place.
The inspiration for this project mostly came from the time I've spent with the New Canaan Food Pantry volunteering, and also what I've done with the Gospel Garden for my Silver Award. So I just spoke to the man who directs this garden, and I asked him what could be done. He gave me this great idea for a project, and I just took it on and expanded.
Not only did Janelle have to establish a list of private gardens, but she also had to collect the vegetables from her generous donors.
And after I collect the list, on the actual collection day, I send out volunteers to those private gardens to collect the produce from their houses. We bring it to the food pantry where we weigh it, wash it, and then sort it, so the next day it's very accessible for the clients to just get whatever vegetable they need.
Here in New Canaan, there are over 150 families registered with the New Canaan Food Bank who rely on Janelle's donations to get their produce. Janelle's project has done more than just make fresh vegetables more accessible to New Canaan families in need.
I learned that anyone can make an impact on the community, because if I had never done this project, then these clients would still be struggling to get their fresh produce.
One of the things that it does help, it being fresh, it's considerably healthier than processed food. The other thing is, it's just good for your head. People that need the food bank also have problems, and this is sort of a little morale booster, it seems, with people having the fresh vegetables.
Janelle hopes to inspire other girls to get out and make a contribution to the community.
I would say definitely go to organizations around town and ask them what you can do for them if you don't have any ideas, because they know what their organization needs, and sometimes you might have a really good idea, but they just don't really need that as much as other things. Also, promotion is very important. Like, I would say put press releases in the paper, email all your friends, do anything it takes, because you can't do it without them.
Overall, Janelle's dedication to FROG has greatly benefited the community, and Mr. Holstein hopes it will continue to grow and expand even after Janelle leaves for college.
So it's been a good project. I hope that it will continue on. She'll be able to pass the baton to another person and keep the project up in the future, because it's very, very useful.